I think I'm scared, but I'm hopeful. I walked pretty blindly through the world, I feel like, for most of my life, kind of almost paralyzed by fear because I see everything going on around me, and for the most part, it hasn't really hit me locally yet, but I see it happening to millions of people, and it's scary. And for the longest time, I kind of put on some horse blinders and I didn't really want to accept what was happening. But through the work that I'm doing now, I really get to engage with, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. You actually said that, I mean, if you could go into detail on that, that it's like the part of the antidote to the way you feel was actually getting involved. If you could talk about that, I think that's really important.
Yeah. I think getting involved helped me a lot, especially when it comes to like Indigenous value is doing everything that you can for your community, and that comes into play a lot when with the climate crisis because you get so, I feel like you get so big, you get caught on the big picture and you forget that there's a lot that you can do in your own community, and realizing that and being able to help with that work really, I feel like, eased a lot of anxiety that comes along with the world.
Yeah, there's an expression of analysis paralysis, and doing, just the act of doing is helpful.
Yeah.
Just go into detail a little bit more about the process of what you do in terms of podcasts and stuff like that. Just talk me through the day, what you do.
So a lot of my day includes educating the people around me. I do a lot of social media work, and I do the podcast, which is all about Indigenous storytelling. So I spend my day really talking about what it is to be Indigenous and feeling, sorry.
It's good. It's all good. Let's just, I'll come back to that, but as far as social media is concerned, I mean, it's good and it's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, social media is responsible for so many mental health, emotional issues and stuff, and people feeling bad, but at the same time, it's also such a useful tool. How do you find working with social media?
I think, yeah, it definitely is. It's good and bad, but for us, it's been really helpful because we're oral storytellers, and being able to do that on a more like modern platform has really been able, we've really been able to reach more people that way. So I think social media has been really helpful for us when it comes to connecting with our communities and other communities around the world.
What's the kind of profile of the people that you reach out to? I mean, from an age point of view.
I think right now our demographic is definitely it's older, because those are the people who have lived through times where it wasn't as crazy right now and who want to help, I think. And the younger generation is a lot harder to reach because this is what we grew up in and it's kind of our normal. So it's harder to reach, it's harder to get people to want to help when this is already the world that they live in and they haven't known anything different.
Yeah. That's a really important point because, you know, if you're older, you've got a point of reference.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, a fish doesn't know it's in water, right? Okay. What are your thoughts about the future and your future? How do you...
I think I'm hopeful about it. I was a person who wasn't really active at all when it comes to my community or anything going on in the world. Like I said, I wasn't very active, but I think that there's opportunity for young people to step up, and I'm hopeful that we can do it because we're a strong generation.
That's great. It's like they didn't start drilling until I pressed the record button.